How to vacuum seal mason jars using the Avid USVX chamber vacuum sealer. Now there are several ways you can accomplish this depending on the size of the mason jar that you are sealing. So we'll go over all the different ways that will best suit the size of mason jar that you have. Okay. The first size is your small mason jar, like a jelly type jar or similar, that's going to fit inside of the chamber. Now, whenever you put it in the chamber, you're going to want to make sure that there's enough clearance for the lid to completely close and air to escape that lid. You'll put the lid on and you'll tighten on your ring around the mason jar just enough that it's going to hold that lid, but you still want the air to be able to escape the mason jar. So it's very important not to put it on too tight, or you might get a mason jar that explodes in the chamber due to the pressure difference on the inside of the jar and the outside of the jar. So we'll go ahead, close the lid. We're going to set our vacuum level to a 2 because there is a lot of air in that jar and in between all those oats that we're vacuum sealing. So we want to make sure we have enough vacuum. And then the seal time doesn't really matter. We're going to set it to the lowest level because we're not using it for this function. But we'll go ahead and press auto vacuum seal and watch it do its thing. And as it goes under vacuum, you'll probably notice that the contents of your jar begin to move. That's showing you that the air is trying to escape the jar. Now it's going in the seal cycle, even though we're not sealing anything since we don't have a bag. And then what it does is it puts the air back inside the chamber. You'll notice the lid of the mason jar will vacuum down tight to the jar. And whenever you open it, you'll be able to click on the lid and notice that it does not click, and this is still loose. So we're going to tighten that. And now you have a perfectly sealed small mason jar. The next way to vacuum seal mason jars is using the accessory port and our wide mouth vacuum sealing hood. This is going to vacuum seal wide mouth mason jars, just like this one, using the accessory port. So all you have to do, you don't want to put the ring on your jar, just the lid, and then you're going to place the vacuum hood on top of your jar. And then you'll grab your accessory hose that comes with the sealer, place it in the accessory port, and then you'll place the other end in on top of your mason jar hood. And then all you have to do is press and hold down the auto vacuum seal button for a full 2 seconds, and that is going to engage the accessory function on your sealer. The vacuum pump will stop once your jar has been completely vacuumed. It does not take very long at all. And all you have to do is release your hose. And then now we'll release this hood off the top. And you'll see the lid is completely vacuum sealed to this mason jar, and then you can put the ring on for extra storage, and now it's ready for storage. The last method for vacuum sealing mason jars is directly inside of one of our Avid 3-piece vacuum canisters. Now this is the largest canister that we have, so the maximum size that you can vacuum seal in this is a wide mouth quart jar. Today we're going to be vacuum sealing a small pint size. This is a regular standard mouth jar, and all we have to do is put the jar directly inside of the canister. Again, we're going to want to loosely put the lid on there so that air can still escape, but keep it on tight enough that that lid stays in place. Then we'll place the lid on the canister, attach our vacuum hose, and then attach the other end of the hose to the accessory port. And then what this is going to do is this is going to vacuum seal the entire canister, which in turn will vacuum seal your mason jar. And then we're able to release the vacuum from the canister and pull out our vacuum sealed jar. So again, all you have to do, press and hold the auto vacuum seal button for a full 2 seconds to start the accessory function. And it happens that fast, and as soon as it's done, you're able to remove the lid, and then you can remove your mason jar. You can check, you can see that the lid is securely vacuum sealed to the jar, and then you can tighten your ring, and now this jar is ready for storage.